Now, next we want to bring you a chapter from the cold case files of the New South Wales Police Force. Imagine you're a veteran detective in the police dog unit and your job is policing at its most gritty and frustrating, hunting dense bushland for homicide victims. And then someone suggests your success rate might be boosted by a so-called psychic detective. Right. So how much evidence would a hardened cop need to change his mind? Andy Park has the story.
We deal in facts in the police. We try not to let emotions get involved. I was hard. It was the way I was brought up and the way I thought police work should be done. Left. Left. Good boy. Always get the crook, get the result, and by whatever means possible. That was the name of the game.
And in your 34 years of working for the police, I mean, what are the misconceptions about trying to find something that's missing?
We do a lot of jobs that don't actually have a result because we're trying to find people that are missing or have possibly been murdered.
What's it like to have a job where you almost never see a result? It's always just a search. It's
sometimes very disheartening, and if it would play on your mind. I don't mind looking for a needle in a haystack, just give me the right haystack.
Retired sergeants for the New South Wales Police Dog Unit, Roger Mayer and his dog Jeff, know how people try to hide evidence. Drugs, dead bodies, or even themselves. They are decorated experts in reading the signs.
He's searching, so he's using his nose, you can hear his olfactory kick in. You've got to have transportation, you've got to have the means, you've got to be able to take a shovel. And that's why a lot of them are shallow graves. And you would leave a lot of trace. So I look for that.
If you go looking for signs,
yes,
do you end up finding them?
Sometimes you do. Sometimes it's a bit misleading. Sometimes you find things that you can't explain in the bush.
The pair searched for schoolgirls Kay Doherty and Toni Marie Kavanagh, who disappeared from Warilla, New South Wales in 1979. In 2010, the cold case was reopened, and to Roger's surprise, the search party was joined by author and TV psychic Debbie Malone.
I see things, I feel things, I sense them. I hear things in my right ear. I have tinnitus in that ear, but that's the ear I hear spirits in.
She claims to have helped on numerous homicide investigations, such as the backpacker murders, despite the official police line that they don't pay nor seek help from psychics.
Police will say that they don't work with psychics. You know, but I've worked with police in all states bar South Australia.
When I first met Debbie, I went, oh my goodness, I just shook my head, referred to me by a detective that I respected greatly.
And I said that I'm a psychic witness, and he just went, oh, I don't believe in this shit.
How hard is it to convince professional skeptics, you know, the police who are trained to be suspicious of everyone, that you've got psychic ability?
Initially they thought I was a crackpot, and then when you know too much, then are you a suspect? Are you the murderer? I've had police officers ask me to work on a case, and then they said if I went down there and I found the body, then I must have done it, so they were going to arrest me. And that was the case that Roger and I were both going to go and work on.
You searched the south-eastern side. About 20 times I asked, yes, we've searched there.
It was a search that would reveal more about Roger than he realised, as Debbie, who calls herself a psychic detective, led them to a remote bush location.
This big wind came up around us, didn't it? It was all just swirling up, and it's doing it to me as well. I know.
I'm getting it now.
I am too.
On my back, this cold wind on my back.
Yep, I've got the exact same thing.
Oh, look at the goosebumps.
Yeah, I can't even show you mine, but yeah,
and that's really strange. And this is exactly what happened.
Yeah, it is.
And it sounds silly.
Yep.
Look.
Why do you think you're feeling that?
I don't know. As soon as you started talking about this, this hasn't happened. And we had this cold wind down my back all the time, and that's what I've got now. And whenever we got close, all these hairs would stand up on my arms and my neck.
Yeah.
So Roger, why do you think that that's proof that, well, Deb can see
visions and so
Well, I don't
forth?
know what it's proof of. It's just, as I said, why did it just happen now when we started talking about it? I don't know. I don't think I could psychologically do it myself.
No.
You didn't get it. I don't know. But it's gone now.
Yeah, it has. It's gone.
Can I ask, do you think it's because you want to feel it?
No, because I wasn't consciously thinking.
I think it's a connection to the actual victims in the location.
What do you say to people who go, well, you know, if you were truly psychic, you would have found a body, you haven't found a body, and in the case that you and Roger worked on together, it remains unsolved?
Yeah, that's a really hard thing, because I myself feel like I'm a failure if I haven't found the body as well. But I've realised that I'm part of a puzzle. I'm not the whole picture. I don't claim to solve cases. I'm a part of a tool that the police can utilise to assist in putting the whole story together.
And have you been paid for that?
No.
So you don't get paid. So, I mean, if you do run the risk of being wrong and maybe even giving the families of these missing or murdered people false hope, why do it then?
It proved to me, because I'm a big sceptic and I really question my...
You're a sceptic?
Yeah, I am.
You're a sceptic about your own psychic ability?
Because I get information and sometimes I think, well, how could that be? I didn't ever want to do this, and it's only that I was thrust into this world and I've been stuck with it, and I've had to learn to understand it.
The area was actually a little bit like this.
So why is it that a 34-year police veteran believes you that you're psychic, but your own husband doesn't?
At first it was disappointing and it put a lot of pressure on our relationship, because for him it was like, why are you doing this, and can't I turn it off? And the trouble is I can't turn it off.
It's not an exact science.
Well, it's not a science.
Well, it's not a science, but it's not an exact art.
Roger Mayer was later medically retired from the police with PTSD. His 3.5 decades of searching for what's missing was over.
Do you need evidence generally to change your mind, do you think, or is it more a personal thing?
I think it's more of a personal thing. It's more of a feeling. I've had people sit in front of me for 30-odd years telling me lies, and sometimes they're very believable, and they prove to be liars, but you get a feeling for it, the same as you would in your job.
Well, you've just told me as a 34-year police veteran that you believe in psychic connections.
Yes.
That sounds like... Well, I wonder what the old Roger would think about that.
He wouldn't think very much, but he'd probably slap me around the head. So wake up to yourself.
Do you think she's lying?
No, I don't think she is. Hey, Rocco. That's Rocco. Give some to Murphles. He missed out. That's Murphles. Although there's no hard evidence, there's nothing to say that she's incorrect.
I don't really feel I need to make people see things through my eyes. I feel it's more a matter of opening up people's awareness and letting them make their own decision.
Is that what happened with Roger?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Jeff, good boy. Please, this way, mate. Good boy. He wants a drink. Can't blame him. Anything that can bring closure, I'm willing to try. If I have to, dance around in my underwear and get a result, I would probably do it.